Hello, my name is Brian. Welcome to my YouTube today. In this video, I'm going to try to differentiate between the business PayPal account and a personal PayPal account. How is a business PayPal account different from a personal PayPal account? And if there are differences, what are the advantages of using a business PayPal account over a personal PayPal account? This is my business PayPal account, and this is my personal PayPal account. Okay. The first thing you realize in a business PayPal account, something which you want to realize in a personal, is in a business, you can create invoices. Cool. You can invoice someone to pay you, something which you can't do in a personal. I can do like job. Okay. I can say item name, I did the digital marketing. I can say item amount. It was $26. I can say when I click on send, this person will receive an invoice link to pay this invoice. Okay, it's kind of cool. You can even if you go to add more details, you can even in some PayPal accounts, you can, depending on the country, you can automate the invoicing system, something like that. Yeah, my email is wrong. So you make sure like you specify a right email, of course, if you're doing an invoice. So in a business PayPal account, you can automate even invoicing, you can create invoices, you can invoice someone to pay you. The cool thing about invoices is invoices usually come with the option to pay by PayPal or by card, something which is cool. Okay, it means that someone who is paying you may not even have PayPal, but he can pay using card. I'm going to show you too. You stick with the video and you're going to discover even something cool, like you can, someone doesn't have to be with PayPal to pay you actually if you have a business PayPal account. Okay, and we're going to see like the advantages of still using a personal PayPal account over the business. So the first thing with a business account, you can create invoices. The second thing is you can create donate links, which is kind of cool. If I come to my PayPal and I say paypal.com/donate/buttons, you can create a donate button with your business account. Okay, it's something which is impossible. I won't say impossible because some countries may be allowed, something which I haven't realized in all other accounts, but some countries can be allowed, but mostly you can't create a donate page if your account is not a business account. All right, something cool. I do online stuff, but actually I have I created a donate page. You know, someone wants to give me a tip, I usually use this donate link. It's kind of looks cool. Let me show it to you. Like I do IT stuff, but in case some of the videos someone may want to tip me, so I did a donate link on my YouTube, so, and all even on my blogs. So let me do preview. So someone can tip me, can do like, okay, I'm going to tip this guy, maybe $2. Sorry, this is a preview. But let me really get the link. Let me copy here. Let me come here. And so that is something which is cool about a business account. You can create links, donate links to be given tips. Okay, someone just comes here and says like, okay, I'm tipping you $12. All right, then he clicks on next, then he will pay using a card or his PayPal. All right, I'm logged in here, but if I'm not logged in, PayPal usually gives the person wants to tip you options to pay with a card, debit or credit, or donate with PayPal. So the people who are tipping you can tip you with a credit card or debit, or they can use their PayPal. It's kind of cool. So if you have a personal account, you may not really enjoy this. All right, but if you don't mind about this, keep following and you're going to see why you may actually go with the person actually. With a business account, you can change the names. That is one of the amazing parts. So when someone is paying me, actually, it pays seeing the business name. It doesn't see the real name of this account. When you pay me, you see online services. You don't see the real names. Okay. So with a business account, you can have the personal names there, but people can pay to the business name. So I may be like Josh, but I may want someone is paying me, it says like maybe a digital services or Josh Enterprises, whatever you want. With a business paper account, it's possible. You can have personal names there, but you can have a business name different from your personal names. Some people actually write the same as the personal names here. If it's Josh Daniels, you can have Josh Daniels as the personal names, still as the business name, but you can differentiate. If I'm Josh Daniels, I can say, okay, my business name is going to be merchant services or whatever, so freight services, something like that. So it's something which is not possible in a personal account. In a personal account, it has to be your real names. When someone's paying you, sees your real names, Still on a business account, the advantages of using a business paper account is when you're setting up the business paper account, actually, you can skip verifying via telephone line. It's kind of cool. For those who are wondering how to do that, I have a video in one of my videos where I discuss about um, using setting up the business paper account. Okay, so with the business paper account, you can check out this. You can skip the telephone on the setup, and it's kind of cool that you can actually use another country phone number on another account. It's kind of cool. Okay, in this video, you can check out on this video how to create a paper account in a smart way. In this video, I show you how you can create a business paper account, but you skip the telephone line. So that is possible if you're using a business paper account. And also you can use a different phone number in a different country. Like for example, I can create a US account by using an Australian line, or I can create a South African line. I can create a South African business account by using a Kenyan phone number or a Ugandan phone number. It's kind of cool in a business account. That is possible when you're doing the setup. Okay, so we have seen you can do the invoice, you can donate, you can create the donate links, you can use different names on a business paper account. On setup, you can skip the telephone. Not only can you skip the telephone, you can actually use another country number but create a different account. You can create a UK business account but using a Nigerian line. It's kind of cool. Check out that video which I've shown it to you. Then another an advantage of a personal account is I've realized one day I had a personal account. I was doing some freelancing stuff, and this website pays only to personal paper accounts. So I had to find a personal paper account. So some application and some freelancing website, they usually pay to a personal paper account. The reason why is in the personal, when they are paying you, it exposes your personal names. But if they're paying you using a business, they may not be able to see the personal name. So I think some apps prefer paying to the personal paper accounts. That's when you may have to adopt the personal paper account. Another thing about a personal paper account is when there's a time PayPal might ask you for some paperwork. Okay, there's a time PayPal can ask you for some personal paper for some documents. Okay, maybe you have been transacting a lot, the account has been busy, you know, you have been selling a lot. PayPal can reach a time and ask for some paperwork, some documents about your business or the reason why you're getting money. If you're having a personal PayPal account, the most cases they'll ask for your ID and maybe your address, but they usually ask for your ID, that's all. But if you're using a business PayPal account, they may have to ask you for business documents, which some people actually don't have, you know, or usually they don't have this business in real terms. So that's the only part. And now this one brings us to another topic, which the video which I'm going to do is which category should you use when you're creating a business account to avoid being asked by people a lot of stuff. There are categories that you can set, that you can use when you're setting up your account and give you issues. All right. So it's important to note the category you're creating. Okay. So some categories are hard to can bring you issues. People may ask you harder questions because of the category. For example, if you create your account with a category like health services, they may be strict with you than someone who selected like, okay, computer stuff. You get me? So in the next video, you check it out in the next video, make sure you're subscribed. In the next video, I'm going to show you the categories I usually go for when I'm creating accounts for my friends. That category, the people usually doesn't really ask a lot of things, even if you are doing a lot of money transactions, you know, in your PayPal account. So watch out for that video. If you haven't given me a subscription, I really appreciate if you give me a subscription. So, advantage of a personal PayPal account is you don't get a lot of questions when people ask you questions. Okay, usually ask you for your ID, but for a business account, they may ask you a lot of stuff, company registration, blah, 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 all that stuff. Okay. So that's a cool thing about a personal PayPal account. You're not going to be asked a lot of things apart from your ID. For business, a lot of paperwork. But also, there's a way around that by choosing a right category, a category which won't make you answer a lot of questions. I hate paperwork, man. Yeah, so those are one of the advantages and disadvantages of a business PayPal account. We have seen like 4 or 5 of using a business, and we have seen like 2. I think there's not a lot of advantage using a personal, apart from avoiding paperwork documents, and also considering apps which prefer paying you on a personal PayPal account. Apart from that, I prefer using a business account. Okay. And that is it. Actually, in PayPal, there are usually just 2 types of PayPal accounts. There's a personal and a business. If you're a church, if you're an organization, if you're a shop, if you're whatever, that is called business. Then there's personal. So if you're a church, choose business. If you're a shop, choose business. If you have a business, choose business. But so there are just 2 types of PayPal accounts. There's a personal and business. Okay. Church, you have to go with a business. Business, it has to be business. Whatever it is. Okay. So after this video, you can decide on the account that you want to create. Thank you, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.